What to do, what to do? What's going on, Coach? Tyreek is here. There we go. What's going on? As always, just doing these lives throughout the week. Uh, Working on myself, working on making these lives better as we go on through the days, the months, and also the year as well too. Um, as always, coming on here to motivate, inspire, uplift. You know, changing your perspective on how things are viewed. Uh, like it's not going to be easy. It is going to be hard. But if you stick with the process, if you trust the process, if you can understand that if you want to be great at something, if you want to pursue a certain goal, that's very hard to maintain, it's very hard to reach, that you're going to have to go through something in order to get that one thing, that one, two, three, or four, whatever the case may be. And I believe that if you can consistently put in the work, if you can consistently put in the effort, then I do believe that whatever you're looking to get, whatever you're doing in life, I do believe that it will happen. Only time will tell. And if you have any questions about tumbling, maybe it's a forward roll, backwards roll, front walkover, back walkover, standing handspring, double, triple, Brooklyn, Gates, what it do. How are you doing today? How's your tumbling? How's life? Like I said before, this is just Q&As slash me talking for the next 7 minutes. So if you have any questions, if you just want to talk, just feel free to drop something down below. Let's talk about it. Uh, but yeah, like the subject for today is just um, like becoming a more confident tumbler. Like I believe that, well, I've dealt with a lot of cheerleaders, tumblers, whatever the case may be, and I always said the biggest thing is confidence. Like where does confidence come from? Like where does it come from? And I believe that it comes from the way that we prepare for what's about to happen, right? So if I am doing a round handspring full, whether it's on spring floor, dead mat, grass, whatever the case may be, if like my body knows when I haven't put in the work for something, um, and when you are doing a certain skill, tell me it's okay, but I'm not throwing it because I'm in my head too much. Sorry to hear that, Brooklyn. What are you in your head about? Um, but yeah, like if we can understand that, um, if we can prepare better for our skills, if we could prepare better for the battle, which is competition, then I do believe that our confidence will start to build. I've heard this all the time. Hey, Coach Ty, like for some reason, what's a tumbler? The Journals of Awakening. What's a tumble? What's a tumbler? It's an athlete who does flips, or somebody who does flips. So like a back handspring, a round handspring, things like that. Like it's a person who throws. Yeah. That's a tumbler person. So I'm not sure if you ever saw or watched a cheerleader like perform. You can call them tumblers. Gymnastics, they do some floor routines. You can call them tumblers. Acrobats, they do some tumbling stuff. Yup, that's a tumbler. And I do believe that your confidence comes from how you prepare yourself beforehand. So if you aren't putting in the work, if you aren't working on your mindset, if you aren't telling yourself that, um, if you don't believe in what you're doing, if there is no purpose, if there is no why, um, then it's gonna be very hard for you to perform at a very high level. I fear that I'm going to fall on my head. Okay, I understand that. I believe that we've all been there. I've been there as a tumbler and also as a coach. Now, why do you fear, or why do you feel like you may fall on your head when you're doing a skill? And what skill are you? What skill are you doing? That you feel like you're gonna fall on your head. That's one, and two. Why do you feel you're gonna fall on your head, Brooklyn? But yeah, like if we can go into our skills with a better mindset, like instead of saying, hey, like, man, I'm about to get hurt today, or like saying like, hey, man, like, it's not working out. If we can start speaking positivity into what we're doing, like saying like, hey, like, I can do this, I will do this, I must do this. If we can start saying that, okay, back handspring, all right, cool. So, why do you feel like you might hit your head in the back handspring? If we can start just speaking um, just better things in our lives, then I do believe that what you're doing or how you may feel, it'll change the whole, I would say the trajectory of what's going on right now. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. Like I said before, if you want to be great at cheer, if you want to be great at being a lawyer, doctor, um, just a tumbler, a better father, a better mother, a better daughter, a better son. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to be great at those things, then you're gonna have to go through certain things to be better at what you want to do. For me, I want to be a better son, a better brother, and so on. For me to do those things, I have to understand that, or I have to take the emotion out of certain situations. Like my mom's always asking for things, and she's always asking for things. She's always telling me like, certain things that like she wants me to do. And I'm not gonna lie, like my mom gets me tight at times. But at the same time, I did say like, yo, like I do want to be a better son, so I'm gonna have to take my emotions out of certain things, for me to be better at that. So if you're dealing with the mental block, if you're dealing with a certain fear, if you feel like it's not working out for you, once you take your emotions out of what's going on, I then believe that it will start working out for you. But yeah, yeah, Brooklyn. You didn't really answer the question yet. Like, why do you fear? Or why do you feel like you might fall on your head in a back handspring? Do you feel like you might bend your arms? Do you feel like you're not jumping enough? Did you hurt yourself before? What is the fear about? And that's pretty much it. That's where I feel you get your confidence from. You get your confidence from how you prepare yourself. And I've said before in my last lives, like if you can get to a point where you're consistently working on yourself, then I do believe that the sky's the limit. There's nothing that you can't do as you are pursuing your goals. If you have any other questions, I'll be on for like probably like 30 more seconds. I'm gonna be off for today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same thing. I'm doing these Monday through Friday. So, cause jumping and not locking my arms out. Okay. Not locking your arms out. All right. Let me ask you a question. How many times, or scratch that. What do you do outside of, I would say, I'm guessing you throw this back handspring in the gym, either in a private or during class. So what are you doing outside of these things? Like, what are you doing at home? I would say to overcome the fear of bending your arms or jumping more in your back handspring. Once again, this is just Q&As. I pretty much talked enough of this live. So if you have any questions before I hop off for today, don't be afraid. There is no stupid question. Just, let's talk about it. If not, you can save it for tomorrow. I'll be back on around the same time. Let's just say 7 o'clock. I'll shoot for 7 every day. Any questions at all about tumbling? Feel free to drop it down below. Any questions? Brooklyn, I will wait. I guess you are to respond back. And I'm gonna hop all forward today. I mean, I do work out, but nothing that helps with jumping. Okay, cool. So now we're getting something. Let me ask you one last question, and then I can give you some workouts you can do at home. How long have you been working on this back handspring for? Has it been a couple of days? Has it been a couple of months? Maybe it's been 1 month. Maybe it's been a year. How long have you been working on this back handspring for? And do you strive, Brooklyn, do you strive for consistency or do you strive for perfection? Because if you strive for perfection, then it's going to be very hard for you to throw your back handspring, I would say, for the first time or consistently, because that means that a couple of months, okay, cool. So my next question was, do you strive for consistency or perfection? If you strive for perfection, then that means that like you don't want no mistakes to happen. You want everything to be perfect. You don't want to land a certain way. You always want to land on your feet every time. And the problem with that is, Brooklyn, is that, well, one, I don't believe that perfection exists. Like, I believe that even the best tumblers out there, they are making mistakes, but they're okay with the mistakes because they are learning how to make that mistake better. Like, they're learning how to fix what's going on. And I do believe that once you, like I said, I'm not sure what you strive for, but like it's very hard to name 5 people who are perfect at what they do. Simone Biles, she's not perfect. LeBron James, he's not perfect. So on and so on and so on. Like there's no perfect person, in like career wise, with what they do. Like everybody makes mistakes, but with those mistakes, Brooklyn, there's life lessons. You can fix them, and if you can come to understanding that, let's just say we throw this back handspring, right? I don't know, maybe like 6, 7, or 8 times, and you don't land your back handspring. Cool, it is what it is. The world's not over. But let's say we land that back handspring on the 9th time, and then we can throw it. Then we start throwing it over and over again. I believe that throwing your back handspring 5 or 6 times and not landing it, and then landing it that 7th or 8th time, is worth way more than doing nothing at all. Because if you do nothing about what you're going through right now, Brooklyn, then there's no growth at all in what we're doing. But if you can come to understanding of, hey, if I throw this back handspring and if I make these mistakes, or if I throw this back handspring and I land it, then there is some type of growth in what we're doing. Whether you land it or don't land it, Brooklyn, I am okay with both. I'm actually okay with you not landing at all, because that means that we have grown from day 1 to day 10. I believe you can do this back handspring, Brooklyn. I just need you to believe in yourself more, that you can do this back handspring by yourself. And once you get to that point, like once you can wake up saying like, yo, I'm doing this back handspring today. Go to school, I'm doing this back handspring today. Go to practice, I'm doing this back handspring today. You get spotted, I'm doing this back handspring today. Like once you keep telling yourself, Brooklyn, that I can do this back handspring, I believe you can do it by yourself. Like that's when it's really gonna happen. And I don't know. I'm just really passionate about what I do, Brooklyn. I believe that you can do this back handspring by yourself. But you have to believe it. You have to tell yourself that no matter what may happen, if I go as hard as possible, if I give it my all, if I give 100%, if I go past 100%, then this is going to happen. But in terms of jumping for your back handspring, I would suggest doing box jumps. If you have something that's like, I guess I would say higher, so like a cheer. What else can you use? I wouldn't suggest your steps, but a very high cheer would work out. I'm not sure if you know what knees to feet is, Brooklyn, but knees to feet are good. You would start on your knees, swing your arms behind you, and hop to your feet. Those are very good. Calf raises are very good, and also squat jumps. I would suggest doing as many as possible. Calf raises, my goal would be to do at least 100. Knees to feet, my goal would be to do at least 10. That's good. That's good. Now let me ask you another question. Do you believe that the things I just named, do you feel like they're very hard to do, or are they very easy to do? And if you feel like you are going to bend your arms in a back handspring, I would then suggest saying, hey, let's hold a handstand for 1 minute. If you hold a handstand for 1 minute every day, Brooklyn, handstand for 1 minute every day. Let's just say we knock out 10 push-ups, 15 to 20 push-ups every day. That will give you the confidence in yourself more to do your back handspring by yourself. But as I said before, you have to come to the realization that standing there, like standing in that spot as you're about to go, isn't really fixing the issue, is actually making the issue that much more bigger. Like I said before, if you do these exercises, then it will make your life so much more easier. You said you do. What do you do at home? Got named calf raises, box jumps. Yep, I named calf raises, box jumps, knees to feet, squat jumps, and holding a handstand for 1 minute, push-ups, 15 to 20. So what do you do at home for your back handspring? Oh, man. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Like I said, if you guys have any other questions, I will be back on tomorrow night. Brooklyn, I mean, I have a bunch of videos on a back handspring. I have shaping drills. I have drills that would help out with your jump. I have upper body workouts. So I have all these things on my YouTube page, Brooklyn. I would just honestly just scroll through my videos, like type in back handspring, TyFlipzz, and you'll find a bunch of videos. I believe that whoever is working on a back handspring, you'll find a bunch of, you'll find the study guide, you'll find the answers, like they're all on my page. I post frequently every day. So, yep. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, bye-bye.